This is a News 10 special report.
And News 10's John Swanner, thank you for staying with us as we continue to closely follow the death of Terre Haute Police Detective Greg Ferenczi, also a member of the FBI task force here in Terre Haute. That happened yesterday about 2:15 in the afternoon. The FBI, Terre Haute Police Chief Sean Keane, and Mayor Duke Bennett just wrapped up a press conference not long ago. Our Heather Good was there. She joins us live to walk us through what we've learned within the last hour. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning, John. That's right. That press conference with the FBI wrapped up just about 15 minutes ago, and I'm going to go over a couple key points. But before I do so, I want to kind of set the scene, remind folks where we're at. Remember, this all started yesterday afternoon at the FBI agency office just behind the Vigo County Courthouse. You can take a look at this map now. This is on First Street between Ohio and Cherry Streets. If you're in that area today, you're not going to be able to get through. That area is still blocked off as crews continue their investigation. So here's what we learned today as we take a look at some of the video from yesterday's crime scene. We know that the suspect in this case did survive surgery and is in custody in the hospital right now. According to the FBI, again, that agency is leading this investigation. They will not be releasing the name of that suspect until charges are filed. And we're told that those charges could be filed imminently. So we could see that sometime today. When those charges are filed, that is when we will learn the name of that suspect. The FBI is still using the word ambushed to describe what happened yesterday afternoon when Greg Ferenczi, a detective with the Terre Haute Police Department who has served in this area for 30 years, that is how they are describing that interaction yesterday that led to him being shot and killed. You're looking at video of him now. Again, he has served the Wabash Valley for 3 decades. We've done stories with him in the past, and that is how we have that video that you're seeing right now of Greg Ferenczi. Now, also pointed out in today's press conference is that the FBI did issue several search warrants for some properties here in Vigo County, as well as the vehicle involved in this. That vehicle, you'll remember, was that truck outside Terre Haute Regional Hospital. We were there live for you yesterday. You'll remember when reports initially came out, police were looking for a silver or gold pickup with some back end damage. We see that now, that is that champagne colored truck. It had a back window blown out, a back passenger side window that was also busted. Crews were working in that area yesterday investigating. At one point, I even saw a canine officer circling that truck. I asked today during the press conference about that scene, and we're told that scene is now cleared as they have processed that vehicle as part of the investigation. Also in today's press conference, we were told that an FBI team is flying in again to assist with this investigation. It will be ongoing. Again, we're expecting charges could be filed imminently. That's the word they used, imminent. So as soon as we have that information, we will pass it along to you, because then we will then have confirmed the name of the suspect involved in this case. We heard during that press conference, if you were tuning in earlier, we heard from Terre Haute Police Chief Sean Keane, as well as Mayor Duke Bennett. Mayor Duke Bennett now, in his time as mayor, has seen 3 Terre Haute police officers killed in the line of duty. They both, the chief and the mayor both were emotional in their responses today about yet another loss. I did ask them both about how you can support the Terre Haute Police Department and other law enforcement officers here in the Wabash Valley today and in the coming days. They say, both of them say, they are so appreciative of the condolences and the support that they have seen so far. I asked about a memorial and a place where people will be able to go again to pay their respects. Part of that is going to have to wait until the scene over there at the FBI agency office is processed. Once that is done, like is usually done, they will bring the officer's car over here to Terre Haute Police Department headquarters. In this case, it'll be Detective Greg Ferency's vehicle. That will be set up on the side of the building, and people will be able to come and leave items and pay their respects. And unfortunately, this is in our recent memory. We remember the same thing being done for Terre Haute Police Officer Rob Pitts just 3 years ago. And if you notice behind me, there's a statue here for Terre Haute Police Officer Brent Long, who died in the line of duty 10 years ago this weekend. So this is something that this department has been through before. Again, we're working not only to get you updates on the criminal investigation, but also information about services, and again, how you can get involved and support Terre Haute Police during this time. As soon as we get those details, we will have those for you live on air and online. In Terre Haute with photojournalist Tony Castacia, Heather Good, News 10.
All right, thank you very much, Heather. Very good information in that report. Now, we want to kind of take what Heather said about the suspect's name not being released and when it will be released and how, and kind of expand on that just a little bit here. Again, the suspect's name has not been released by federal agents, and we are awaiting a criminal complaint filed in U.S. District Court, in federal court. That is when the name will be released. We will also learn his charges. I just checked the system. No charges filed as of yet, but we will keep monitoring the federal system as often as possible, and we will bring you that information as soon as it becomes available on air, online, and in our social media pages. A complaint is basically like a state-issued probable cause affidavit in Indiana court. It outlines the details surrounding the incident in which the charges are filed. And we're hopefully going to be getting that information to you shortly. We'll be able to post that information for you online as soon as it becomes available. But again, once again, the suspect's name has not been released. Federal agents indicating that they are going to let the court system do that essentially when they file their criminal complaint in federal court, and that should happen in the Southern District of Indiana court. We'll keep an eye on that for you and bring it to you as soon as it's filed. For now, we're going to send it back to our regular programming. Keep it right here to News 10. We'll have more information for you coming up on News 10 at midday, which is just about an hour and 15 minutes away. So be sure to join us for that. We'll have a lot more information on the death of Detective Ferency and the investigation into it at that time. So tune us in then, and then we'll have more updates for you tonight right here on News 10. For now, back to regular programming. I'm News 10's John Swanner. We'll see you at noon Eastern Time.